Recently we visited Dublin for a FAA conference hosted by the FAA in partnership with the UK Home Nations, funded by UEFA. So it was all about integrity issues across the board. We were very pleased to bring along our representative of our player group, Aaron Hogg, who spoke in great detail about the challenges that gambling can bring to a player. He's an active player, and the place was blown away really with the level of detail he went into about his lifestyle as a player around gambling and the challenges that it brought. We also were able to have the PFANI join us, who we're working in partnership with on upcoming projects. So it was a really strong event. Feedback from that has been really positive, both about Aaron and all the nation's inputs around integrity matters at the moment.
Aaron, you shared your own story and a very emotive story. How important is it that players talk to each other on this subject?
Yeah, I think that's why I wanted to get involved. I was asked by FA to get involved to start to tell my own story, and I've never went public with it before, and I thought this was a good chance to get involved and get it out there and offer the support and the hope that the young players in the league or people that are struggling or in the women's game, anybody that's struggling with gambling, that there's a way out of this and there's hope for the future.
No, that's a massive problem. My fear is the growth of it and how easy and accessible it is for young players to access gambling resources and different parts of it. So the more help and support by everybody from the Irish FA, the PFA, the Northern Ireland Football League and other parties and key stakeholders coming together, we want to try and help educate players. It's not easy. There's a culture of it. It's in the sport. We have to be realistic. We can't ignore it. But I believe by working together and sharing stories like Aaron's, it might encourage more people to reach out for help earlier, and we can be more preventative instead of having to deal with obviously the difficulties that comes after it.
There's no point in people going in that haven't played the game or aren't part of the game. I mean, our league's quite small, our country's quite small, so for the likes of me going in and talking to younger footballers or impressionable footballers or vulnerable footballers to give them my advice and my story, I think it will be more beneficial, it'll be more hard-hitting, and people might then open up to me rather than going through, say, a manager or an association or a PFA. If I'm kind of like a go-between, a middleman, it might make it easier for people.
So moving forwards now, this group is going to really push forwards and try and offer really strong levels of support and signposting for players and of course staff in the domestic game around anybody with problem challenges and around gambling. We want it to be that soft approach where they can come to a player-centric group and we can offer that level of support, signposting, whatever it may be that they need at that time. We know there's challenges there, and we want to really make it comfortable for players to come forward. So we've linked in with Ulster University, who are going to do a research paper around the gambling challenges for players within the local game. And sort of in the next steps, that would be what will be coming out. There's going to be a survey coming out where we will be promoting that upcomingly. And we'll be asking all players within the game to really answer that survey honestly, because that's going to give us the real meat to our bones in the next steps in the second half of this calendar year as to where we go in the support of players with gambling challenges and addictions in the local game.